Yo guys, what's up? It's Inflexxius. Today we're playing Jackson to Aatrox top. You guys will notice that I'm running Phase Rush, and that's because I think that this Keystone might be insane in this matchup. I still want to try it out a bit more, but I think it has real potential. So, Aatrox is really weak early levels, right? So you can just go for an E-trade if he doesn't space you properly with his Qs. Levels 1 to 3, you do win the matchup. So you just want to leverage those levels to get your first push for level 2. We managed to punish him for letting us get a level 2 to level 1 trade here by jumping on him there. And now we've pushed the wave a bit too hard. So now we have to crash it, otherwise it's going to freeze in front of his tower. So that's why we're going for the 2-wave crash here. We just walk the wave in. The wave is crashing, we can't do anything now, so we're looking maybe for a mid play. But Lissandra's too far back, so we just go back to lane. Aatrox is level 3 now, so now we don't really want to trade with him. But he misses W, so what I want to do is walk past him to hit minions and then hit level 3 and fight the Aatrox. But then Viego shows up, so we have to turn around and run. We do manage to make it out, though. So I get a cloth armor here because I want immediate power, right? I don't actually intend to build it into anything, but I want immediate power versus the Aatrox. And it's not bad because it'll help us with his burst, right? Because Aatrox does do a lot of burst in this lane to you. Right now I'm trying to thin the wave. He EQs us here, so I decide to go for a trade. We managed to get out there because of the phase rush. By the way, if we didn't have phase rush there and he W's us, we probably can't get out of the W in time. We take a lot more damage there. So phase rush already giving us value. Now, unfortunately, he does manage to crash the wave, but he sticks around long enough for us to get our E back. So we can just look for the all-in here. Flash the Q3. And we just walk diagonally to cut him off. Q, auto W, and nice, free kill. Now, we can't crash the wave before he gets back to lane because he has TP, right? So what we want to do is we want to stack a big wave. And now he can't fight us in this wave, right? The wave is too massive. And if we can crash this wave, then we're in such a good spot, right? So we managed to crash the wave in there. Nice, good stuff. Get the executioners for the healing reduction. And walk back to lane here. So yeah, the thing about Aatrox is that you can't walk through his W, right? Which gives him towards him. You can't walk through his W towards him, right? Which gives him a free disengage every time. So, and every time you try to jump on him, if he has all of his abilities up, he just W's you, he E's away, and then he Q's you so that you can't walk out of his W sideways, right? And then he just chunks you for 50 to 60% of your health, 70, 80% of your health, right? But you see here with Phase Rush, it lets us walk straight through his W towards him, which is massive, right? Usually as Jax you can't do that. And that let us get a lot more damage off on him there than we would have been able to usually. Which lets Evelyn actually just walk into his face here and finish him off. Look at that. And that's purely because of the Phase Rush. And yes, I will go nuts about Phase Rush every chance I get in this video, because I think it's super underrated in this matchup. So we get back to lane, we catch our wave, Evelyn gets Herald, and now she wants to make another play top lane. So we start hard shoving the wave after she pings us too. She doesn't have her ultimate yet, but we can still look for something here. Now, I'm just trying to shove this wave in without taking too much harass from the Aatrox. Evelyn's got the W on him, she's looking for it. She lands the charm, I chunk him out a bit, and now we disengage to set up for the redive, right? Evelyn's getting her ult back in a second. Let Evelyn take tower aggro because she has the tower reset mechanic, and then we just burst him and finish him off. Good stuff. Deny him all these waves. We get another plate here. Now we can recall, get our Coalfields, get our Ruby Crystal. Back to lane. Really good stuff. So here we just trade on the Aatrox. Walk away, use the Phase Rush. We kind of have to keep the trades short with Phase Rush because we don't have the all-in power from Lethal Tempo. But if Aatrox EQs at us like this, then we should be able to fight him. I didn't fight him there, I didn't jump on him. If Aatrox ever EQs at you, you can pretty much jump on him. But I didn't want to jump on him there because I didn't have Phase Rush. And I'm not running Lethal Tempo, which weakens the all-in power, right? But I think at this point I could still with the gold lead and stuff, right, I think I could have actually fought him if I jumped on him as soon as he EQ'd me. So here, we still take a bad trade here because I get hit by the Q2 when I try to disengage and get pulled back by the W. If I ran upwards instead of downwards to dodge the EQ, then I think it would have been fine. And you see, that's the thing, right? Aatrox still does a lot of damage, even if he puts you, even if you put him really far behind, right? So you pretty much always have to respect the Aatrox. You take a few bad trades in the matchup, and you know this happens, right? So we recalled there. Sell the Coloth Armor, get the Divine Sunderer. And the fight is breaking out here. We switch to the Aatrox, focus him with our team, use the ultimate to finish him off. And I don't even notice the Viego back there, I'll be honest. I'm just sitting there beating on the pink. But it's fine, we get the dragon. Good stuff, recall, get to top lane. We get our boots as well, so we can start working towards our Ionian boots. Now, look at this, right? We have our Divine Thunder, we can fight him, we walk through his W again. Keep fighting him, Q's coming back up, auto W. And finish him off. Again, another kill secured by Phase Rush, by the way. We never get that kill without Phase Rush. So, we get the first Blood Tower. And here's a kill in the Viego, potentially. Flash on him, finish him off. And run away from the Aatrox W with Phase Rush. Maybe we get out there without Phase Rush, anyway, to be honest, but it's also possible that we don't get out of there without Phase Rush. Unfortunately, Evelyn does go down there. We get extremely creep locked, so we can't run away nearly as much as we'd like to there. Aatrox Flash E's us, we step towards him with the E to try to stun him, and that forces him to back off and miss the Q3. We're waiting for the EQ, we managed to dodge up. We dodge the W as well. Unfortunately, we do go down, but the Janna gets the shutdown, so it's fine, actually. I might have been able to outplay it if I jumped into the Aatrox like half a second earlier. Healed to the Divine Thunder and used Phase Rush to kite around. But you know what, Janna got the shutdown, so it's actually kind of okay. Far from the worst. Here we have a fight that's breaking out. We're coming in behind the Lissandra here. Trying to see if we can help our Rakan and Yone here. Now, Yone's trading on them over there. He manages to almost kill the Misfortune, but gets the disengage off. We managed to land the double stun though, and the double ult. We finish off the Viego and then the Misfortune. Now we're going at the Janna here. She kind of wastes her ultimate, so we switch to peel the Yone by switching onto the Aatrox. And we just kind of beat on the Aatrox here with the Yone, finish him off, and then we go for the Janna here. And like the good teammate we are, we sacrifice our unofficial Penta to give the kill to the Evelyn so that she can stack her Magi. Now we can get Herald. There we go. So now I have enough for Black Cleaver. And Black Cleaver would be fine, but they don't really have any tanks in their team. So I would prefer to get Spear of Shojin. So I'm going to go top lane and farm for it. And while I'm up here, I can apply pressure with the Herald. In case I see an opening, right? I see the enemy team mid. They're dealing with my team's pressure. So I can now just take 2 towers with the Herald here, right? Super good stuff. So now we can recall here. And now I want to go bot lane because Baron's the next objective to spawn, right? Dragon's dead, Baron's spawning in a few seconds. And I want to leverage my TP, right? Now Lucian's down here, trying to steal their blue buff. I'm here to try to help with the Viego. Unfortunately, the Viego does get the Lucian before we can kill him. So that is 1 for 1, but it's fine. Now I'm going to push out bot lane here. Apply the pressure. Lissandra's here to stop me, so now I'm going to use the tempo I got from pushing bot lane to do things, right? Like take Gromp, take Scuttle, and rotate up to Baron first. Here, I try to jump onto the Viego with the E, but he does a really nice W. I try to flash on him with the E, but the E ends just a second too early. I figure the Viego is dead here, so I jump onto the Janna. The Viego does unfortunately live, but we do manage to get the Janna anyway, so with one of them being down, we can push the inhibs here. Yone goes for a play on the Misfortune over there. And unfortunately, the tower shot does follow him all the way to his E and finish him off. Now, Rakan gets a really nice engage onto the Janna there, so we might be able to keep pushing here. I push hard for this tower. But I'm taking a bit too much damage. I'm getting CC'd a bit too much by this Lissandra, so I'm just going to disengage here, actually. Viego shows up. We get the heal with the Divine Thunder, hop away, run. He flashes on us, our counter-strike comes back up, and we can just finish him off there. And that is 1 tilted Viego. By the way, the phase rush there might have secured us the kill, because he made a lot of distance when he broke vision on the bush, because he got movement speed from his E at that second. So I might not have landed the stun without the phase rush movement speed there. So, you know, just more phase rush value. So at this point I'm just hovering around, applying Baron to the super minions to apply pressure, while my team pressures bot lane, you know. We managed to get a pick on the Lissandra, and we can just kind of push for the Nexus here. And yeah, that's that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one.